Episode 78. This episode is not the finale. But it's been a while since I've said that, so that means it's actually going to be the finale, right? I'm just saying that because I don't actually plan on getting the mechanarium today with all 8 doors. I still need to do some prep work. And I don't want to go on extra long just to try to force it again to be the finale. Last episode was good in that we got the electromagnet, but I don't want to make that a regular thing where I just go on for over 2 hours in one episode. That isn't actually the finale. Now that we have the electromagnet and the blessing of the monk for 6 more days, I guess the clock is ticking. Before we actually go for the mechanarium, and our plan is one of two routes, I guess. Route A is to pocket the mechanarium with the blessing of the monk, and save it for the very last room that we draft, in the outer room after we get 7 mechanical rooms. That route would require that we actually upgrade the aquarium, and thus requires at least 1 more upgrade disk. The other route would be just to place the mechanarium in the house as usual, but that would require some random chance of it spawning, which despite it being common, it feels like with everything else being common and being unable to reset the rarity from the conservatory due to some bug or something, I can't actually make that common actually useful for us. But that route should still be possible if we just randomly get it after getting maybe 3 or 4 or something, some amount of mechanical rooms and draft it into some corner where there are dead ends and some of the doors can't spawn in. And if we have the electromagnet, then maybe it'll spawn more often than it has been. So that route would probably be us putting the code check into the outer room to start the day with the electromagnet. For now I'm going to go with the prior route and just try to get the upgrade disks. Regardless of whether or not we go with Route A or Route B, if we do manage to upgrade the aquarium, that helps with both routes. Oh, wait, right. And to actually make sure that we can get the upgrade disk, which is either in the mechanarium, the second to last door we have to open, or in the trading post, we do actually need to make sure we have rerolls before we start to try to get the outside room. 2 dice might be enough. We can do better than 2 dice though. The ideal would be getting the laundry room as well as the study, as usual. Well, there's the study. It's a common room, and actually, unlike the mechanarium, this common actually feels common. I'm not sure if there are different tiers of common or something. We do know that there are drafting rules that the mechanarium and a bunch of 4-way rooms can only spawn here in the center. But even so, it feels like the mechanarium only ever appears when I don't want it to appear. If we try to go for the upgrade disk in the mechanarium, I probably shouldn't pass up any of these while I see them. Even if it's an unfortunate dead end right here. We still have 2 more doors that can continue north though. Oh, and the 2 items that I spawned in with the moon pendant from yesterday are just a magnifying glass and the coupon book. Not very good items for any run. This would save us coins, but we have infinite coins basically. And this one's basically just for lore. We can combine it for the magnifying laser thing, but we don't need that. We have 4 gems, and we have 2 dice. I guess we could go for the outer room. If we get the trading post, though, assuming we do get the trading post, we might as well get the showroom first. Yeah, let's just continue and use our gems as normal things, because we actually have to use them to get rooms. I actually don't like this, but we'll go for the guy's bedroom. I think we're just going to have to use our rerolls if none of these rooms go north. There's plenty of opportunity though. Just give me like a T-junction here. Or the pool hall. I guess the pool hall's okay. But give me a T-junction after this. Three. That's reverse on the multiplication step. 9 times 5 is 45, that's 54. Minus 3 is 51. And that's divide, right? Divided by 3 is... that'd be 20 for 60 minus 3 is 17. That is a reverse on the addition steps. 13 plus 10 is 23, becomes 32 minus 20 is 12, plus 9 is 21 is 12. Reverse on the multiplication steps. 8 plus 6 is 14, times 2 is... that is 14, right? Yeah. Times 2 is 28. Okay. Guess reversing that is 82. Minus 1 is 81, reversed is 18. The big number 82 kind of threw me off a bit. One of the better keys we can get. This just means we can't get jumped by any security doors wanting to block our progress. Yeah. This always happens. We get the mechanarium early in the day and we never see it after that. I would like a T-junction, but the tunnel isn't the worst thing in the world here. It would let us go further north if we don't like anything we see. And we can just turn around until we... or we can keep on going north until we see something that does turn us around. Like a T-junction, I guess. And this saves me the redraw, I guess. Oh, didn't know this could spawn here. I guess that makes sense, because there's this big hole in the wall. A lot of the item spawn room rules are very funny like that. You have to know the rooms themselves to understand what items might actually spawn in there feasibly. It was the same thing with the battery in the last episode. It could only spawn in certain rooms, and that included the dark room, I guess. Which I guess makes sense somehow. Let's go this way. West Wing Hall works out. We still want to get the laundry room. I don't know if the boiler room can spawn on the edges. But the laundry room isn't the only thing we're going for. Let's get rid of the dark room, I guess. We can draft whatever we want in this corner. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay, that matters actually. That just means more red rooms, but that's fine. We can work with red rooms. We're adults. We know how to handle this. I mean, I'm an adult. Simon's a kid, but he still knows how to work with red rooms. He's very mature. He can handle the scary red rooms. Four red rooms? Well, we're gonna get more red rooms. We're not exactly hurting for gems, we are hurting for keys, apparently. I guess we'll do this one first. Yeah, I don't like these. But let's get rid of this red room, I guess. Oh no, wait, what if this door is locked? then I'm screwed. Unless I reroll for like something that gives me keys. Okay. Yeah, we do want this. I mean, not necessarily today, but it does help us with Route B if we're going for that upgrade disk. But we can't do it, because I didn't make a route out of the lavatory, like I should have. Gonna have to be a redraw here, I don't want the archives. Okay, this is also bad. Yeah, this is real bad. Let's get rid of the weight room. Even though I'm losing a lot of steps here. We can handle it though. We're adults. We can get the steps back. Well, I guess kids have more stamina than adults or something, or so they say. So probably Simon is better at getting the steps back, since he's young. I guess we'll take the unlocked door. Oh. I've never been in this scenario. In this scenario where actually having the power off for the keycard reader is a problem. I guess we've only ever turned off the power when we could actually use the security room to unlock all the doors. So we actually need the power back on now. Okay. Well then. If we turn back now, that'd be a lot of lost steps. That's a lot of free doors, but we'd have to turn back immediately. Do give me this though. I think this helps immensely actually. Because the room right over here is going to become the garage. I'm sure of it. There it is. We needed those keys. And a shortcut back, I guess. Or later. Is that faster to get to the closet? Do we even want to do this now? We're probably gonna get that, the closed exhibit again. If I go outside now, I do kind of want to get the outer room. But we don't exactly have the items right now, do we? I think we have to continue right now and just kind of hope for something to regain our steps. Mainly the dining room. We won't pass up a kitchen if we actually see a secret passage. We'll turn that into the kitchen. It's a good thing we have 2 secret passages. And it's a good thing we have keys. Yeah, passageway. Unlock doors first. If any. We could try to loop around for more unlocked doors this way. I don't like that though. We might get steps back with this. Sometimes the constellations do that. It's not a lot of steps though. We'd be kind of out of gems if we start doing that. I think if we just redraw, we might get a better vent thing. We didn't, but this is steps, I guess. We'll take it. Shall we go now? This is actually going not in the direction I want. Of course, we can loop around to the foundation from the outside, now that we have the keycard. But I will have to turn the power back on in the closet first. Okay. Yeah, fine. The lost and found, I guess. Some of these items are pretty important. We could even lose the wind-up key if we're not careful. What item is that? Is that like the rabbit's foot? Can't exactly tell from here. I don't know what the second item is either. Is this locked? Not locked. Lab or passage. This means more vent rooms, I guess. Sure, do it. Locked door, and probably... yeah, locked door. Okay, let's decide. This would get us to the next rank, which would unlock food in the dining room if we get the dining room. Commissary? We can go to the right side of the house if we go to the lost and found. Or through the foundation. What we really want is still the showroom to trade in the trading post, if we are still going for the trading post today. I think we'll make this actually... No, it's too hard to decide right now. I guess what we're going to do is... do this after all. Okay, I'll take a lab. None of these really help with steps, so... if we spend all of our coins, presumably, in the laundry room, we can get a free 30 coins back from the chapel and trade that for something else in the laundry room. I guess. The extra rerolls on the corners, I don't think they'll help today. And I'm not sure the experiment is going to help today either. More gold for each red room. We could do the archives, but we're actually trying to do prep today. Did we even draft any bedrooms? I'm not sure if we did. And I don't want to lose steps. I could just do this, and I guess if we draft bedrooms, that might trigger. Kind of one of my weaker experiments going on here. Guess we'll log into the security room. Well, actually, it might just spawn in. Never mind. We'll still take the laundry room above anything else. Yeah. I think we'll just get our steps back. Oh, and this is actually a bedroom after our second bedroom. We did draft 2 bedrooms. Yeah, we kind of need the steps back, so... hallways to hallways, no cost. Not lose steps between hallways, so... really just the tunnel to the pool hall and the passageway to passageway, I guess. Every little bit helps, I suppose. Shall I use my last 2 keys? We can unlock this door if I go back and turn on the power in the closet. And we might as well get the gems from the parlor while we head back south. I just want the damn laundry room. Sure, give me security, I guess. Now that I have 0 gems, it's actually too risky to click on any doors. I think we're coming back here anyway, so let's go to the closet and all the way back up. We still have 32 steps, so it's not the worst thing in the world. And I guess we can spend 1 step just to turn these doors to high. Did I miss anything? A gem. A battery pack, a stopwatch, and a prism key. What? Where? How? Oh, you know, we already... right. We don't need the key card anymore. Unless we want to go into the basement, although that should still be unlocked. Does that count for this setting? Does the elevator still work if we turn the offline mode to unlocked? Might only work for the doors. In any case, we've now unlocked all these security doors, so I don't actually have to go back for the thing. For the closet. But we might as well go back for the gems. The gems are on the table behind you. Oh, really? You liar. That's not even in the rules of the game. Oh, are you saying Herbert S. Sinclair was a true gem? I never knew the man, so I can't say. But I'm pretty sure that's false. The gems are in this box. Who knows? If this is false, then one of these has to be true. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. The gems are in the blue box. Har har. That would include you, you know. You're a statement claiming where the gems are. So if you were true, that every statement claiming where the gems are is false, you would be false. Which can't be true. You're false, and you're false, so you're true. That's a pretty funny one, though. And back up. Or through, rather. We can do through. Less likely to be locked. Oh, damn it. We could have got more steam out of this. We can still get more steam out of this if I put down the archives. But I don't want to. It's fine, we have steam out of security, I guess. I could redraw, though. I guess we can do this and get some steps back in the dormitory as we head back up. There might even be an apple waiting for me on that desk. Before we do anything, I guess we'll stop by the dorm. It's still a net gain even if we're spending a lot of steps to get there. I think it was a net gain. Now let's do this door. Hopefully it's not locked. Okay, good. Well, damn. I hate that. We needed this for the laundry room, but it's not happening. I don't like any of these rooms. I think we're just going to conserve the gems and put down a corridor. Oh, I could have redrawn though, since we had the power. It might have been the laundry room. Crap. And now this door, yeah, it's going to be locked. That makes sense. Bad move on my part. I definitely should have made that the laundry room. No matter how many redraws it would have taken. Shall we use a key? If it ends up being locked here, then we're dead in the water. It's less likely to be locked down here, so if we encounter one lock, that's that many more chances to actually continue through the lower part of the manor. Only one barrier to go past. A few steps, every little bit. Yeah, it's locked. But this does get us to the foundation, which is 2 doors. If we get the right room. Okay. I don't like that. Good thing we have free redraws on this room. The commissary, that's... We could get keys there. We would have liked the kitchen instead, but we can take this. And digging instrument, I guess. Yeah, give me the keys. It's not like we need all of this money. We're good on gems, give me the shovel. And I guess the salt shaker is good for steps. Maybe we want to save this money? The plan is still to get the showroom and then trade a bunch of junk into the outer room. But then we would also need to redraw the outer room with a bunch of gems. I think we have enough gems though. We don't have to trade coins for gems in the laundry room. Yeah, all we need now is pretty much just going to be the showroom, so like a secret passage would be ideal. And we might have to stop by the chapel for money. The kitchen too would be nice. Damn, I don't like that. Okay, that works. This is why we can work with bedrooms. We can handle them. The kennel. We could unlock the foundation. Let's not pass this up. Things are looking up, kind of. Gems or items. What kind of items? I don't know. We're not adjoined to a bedroom. We're never adjoined to a bedroom for this thing. What do we want the most, though? It's going to be the showroom, so I don't think this will really help with money. This would be good for rerolls if we have to spend gems on things, like the showroom, and rerolls. It's really hard to stick to a plan. Things are always just not going your way, are they? Alright. Okay, that kind of goes our way. A little bit. No, that's not right. That's bugged. We have the key, it's fine, but that shouldn't be. We dug. The dogs didn't take effect. Something weird happened. Okay, I guess we can take this. Gotta make sure we check it back in though, before today's over. And where would I have missed that battery and all those other items? I just remembered that. Oh, I guess they're in the Lost and Found. That would be where. Or where two of the things are. I guess one of them is probably in the dark room, isn't it? Probably the battery and the other two items that were rare, I guess. Maybe. I don't remember what those items were, though. And I don't want to lose this magnet thing. I hope it really isn't like some kind of bug that made me lose the emerald bracelet the one time I couldn't find it in the code check. I'm sure I just forgot to actually check it back in, but every time I take something out of the code check now, or even when I put it in, I'm just afraid that I'm losing it if I mess around or something. Workshop? I guess. Sure. We'll take the workshop. What can we craft? Not really anything, not without the battery, which we know is probably going to be over in the dark room. I don't really need any of these items though. We actually don't need the powered sledgehammer anymore, and the powered shovel would just be good for more gems, which is fine, but we can't spare the steps right now. If given a choice, we'd prefer to go north here, like this, because we still have the lost and found if we absolutely have to go left. But the library to a rare floor plan. No, I don't think so. I guess the showroom is rare, and it would go straight through. We know at least I think the showroom has to go straight through. But that would be it for today. No more doors. Except for up out of security. Could gamble a few gems on trying to get the showroom. I'm not sure how reliable that strategy is, though. Showroom, showroom, showroom. I'm thinking here. If we got the showroom, we barely have any coins to spend on it. We'd have to make it back to the chapel, and that's a pretty lengthy trek. I guess I'm gonna do the spare veranda after all. Just gonna hope for more rooms, I guess. Okay, more chances. For free. I mean, this goes in a T-junction. That's not bad. And there'll be two things in here. We have more than 6 security doors today, I think. Due to the closed exhibit being special, I suppose. But I guess that means that security doors can spawn beyond the quoted maximum 5 to 6 or whatever, if you're using the security door. The closed exhibit, I mean. That's money. We'll take money. Sometimes there's a box, there's no box. Oh right, and we just pull in stuff with the magnet. That reminds me I have to make sure I always have enough steps to get back here. We just got a route to the foundation, so make sure we don't lose that. Pump room. I don't hate that. I think I'd rather Rotunda. That's a lot of gems though. I mean, we have the gems, we might as well go for the showroom, right? I guess. If this T-junction was actually the way that it's supposed to be, this would actually be good for us. I'll do a little gamble. The vestibule is fine. I think we can handle that. Running out of gems though. We might be on Route B right now. Maybe. If I put down the pump room, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm pretty sure there's more, right? 5. Don't we have another computer room? The lab? No, the lab and security were the 2 computer rooms. If we have 5, then we're missing 1 gear room, which was... which one again? There's the pump room, the closet... I don't want to put this down until I have the actual strategy in mind. The boiler room connects to it, it's a... No, wait, we have the workshop, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this would be the 6th one. The workshop, the closet, the boiler room, security, lab, and pump room. And worth noting, the closet and the workshop don't have a vent connection. At least, the closet might, I don't really remember. But the workshop definitely not, I think. So this would be the 6th one. If we somehow manage to get the mechanarium while we're going this way, that would maybe be ideal. Because there would be a couple of dead ends here that we could work with. Maybe we even give up on using our rerolls for anything other than the mechanarium. If we see the showroom though, I guess we'll take it. Oh right, there was a prism key inside the Lost and Found. But I don't want to risk walking in there at all while we're holding the precious electromagnet. If only the range of the magnet could actually grab it from outside the room without us losing it. But I guess there are some things that aren't metal that we can't pick up. But yeah. If the south door was locked out of the gift shop, we could definitely make that the showroom, I think. But we're just gonna have to re-roll here. There's the mechanarium. Yeah, greater chance with this thing, that's why we got the item. But I haven't actually done the math here. One of the doors is going to be removed from the spare veranda, so wait, actually... If only one door is removed, and this is a 7th, then this might actually be the finale episode. The one missing door, and every other door. That's it. Okay, well then. Let's take this one at a time. First things first, these doors. A silver key. The sanctum key, the last door of 8. Turns out Route B was all we needed, And there's the upgrade disk. This would have helped with route A or B, but we just got here anyway. Even when things don't go to plan, you can still adjust course, I guess. Is that a shortcut back? No, wait, that was the left side. You would have needed the right side to go out. And the pump room doesn't face in that direction. We only have 16 steps though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would actually be enough to get the key all the way to the bottom. It's not a few, well, not a whole lot more steps after we reach the foundation to actually deposit the key and make it permanently there. And I guess while we're there we can check in, well, we don't need the magnet anymore. We could check in the upgrade disk. Yeah, I don't think we can make it to any computer, unless we like draw a computer over here, which would have to be the office. There's no other way for us to get food back or our steps back, unless we're not passing through the lost and found, even if that's a shortcut. Definitely not risking that. Even with all these other items that it could be, I'm not going to risk any of this. So I think if we get, like, something that gives us steps back or the office, that would be ideal here. Okay. And I don't think we want to use the silver key if it is a locked door. A silver key would make it probably like the Hall of Mirrors or some other four-way thing that isn't actually beneficial right now. These don't help. No matter what we draft here, we can't use it for passing through, or whatever. This would be the experiment, I guess. We don't want to spend steps to actually go inside it, though. So, well, if we do this, then today's over, right? Because we would spend our last few steps turning in the sanctum key and then turning in the upgrade disk. Yeah. If we do that, then I don't think I want to hold on to these gems. We might as well redraw. Could just get extra steps for tomorrow. Well, this is 2 bedrooms. It would double our gem cost, or our gem count. This one situation. It'd be the first time we trigger the effect, and it would be totally useless to us today. This would count as 2 experiments for 2 allowance. You know what? I don't really have to worry about it. I always live by carpe diem, but we don't exactly have to roll the dice right now. That did trigger twice, right? No. Okay, it did trigger twice. I was gonna say, that should count as 2, and it did. So yeah, now we go back, very carefully. Not wasting any steps. In the back of my mind, I was still trying to get the mechanical rooms today as we progressed. I just didn't want to abandon all of my prep work planning, like getting the showroom and the upgrade disk and all that junk. But I think now that we have this, we're good. Just making sure. This would be 9, then 8. The elevator doesn't cost any, and to go all the way down the hallway is not going to be more than 8 steps. Hold on to this for me. Well, actually, with 8 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this doesn't count because we still have the hall pass. We could do the upgrade disk today and save the key for tomorrow. I guess I don't hate that plan. Either way, we're saving one and doing one other thing today. But that would mean delaying going into the underground chamber, which actually I think is fine. There are 2 things we want to do in the finale. Well, multiple things. Maybe a lot of things, I don't know. But the main thing after getting the last door in the sanctum is to actually go back to room 46. Because of the rooms that from the clock tower we could see were definitely further back, and also the fireplace which indicated the 8 realm sigils. So yeah, it would make sense that you have to go back to the original final boss right after doing all of the special secret stuff. But we can't do that today if we go underground now. So I think I'd rather check in the key for now. Just to make sure it's not in our inventory. It's still here, okay. Not in our inventory. Still here, and not in our inventory, okay. So yeah. And just to make sure again, with 8 steps, or 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3, 2. Okay, that's what we're doing. And the key is not in our inventory, just making sure. It would be the not finale episode where I actually make it to the mechanarium and get the key. Not the 2-hour prep work episode where I spent the entire episode just going back and forth trying to do all of the things that we need for this, but I guess that just means the prep work episode paid off if we got this thanks to the special electromagnet, which we're now losing, but we got what we needed. Would this have been the aquarium, as we planned? No. Yeah, we would have had to trade this for the trading room, I guess. The trading post, to get the aquarium. Aquarium's the last thing that we haven't upgraded yet. So we have the Cloister of Rina. Oh, what's that last one? Oh, it's all of the angels. Yeah, I remember. I was like looking up the upgrade discs and I didn't read all of this, but there were like a bunch of different cloisters. There must be like a bunch of different cloisters because there are like a bunch of different angels. So there might be like, or I know there are some that I'm not seeing here, I guess. I'll have to look up what they all do after this, I guess. Cloister of Rina, raise your luck. Luck? Wait, what? Have we ever seen the word luck before? It makes sense that that's a stat, but Raise your luck with each green room you draft from this cloister. Cloister of Doja, gain 2 stars for each room with an animal you draft from this cloister. An animal? Huh. I didn't exactly memorize which rooms have animals, but I guess there's the dog room and maybe any rooms that have portraits of animals or something, I don't know. Cloister of Draxus. Gain 4 dice for each dead-end room that you will draft from this cloister. That's actually... not bad. if we're going for the drafting strategy sweepstakes. But on any other day, is this going to help? Knowing that the cloister can only be drafted in the center, that would mean it would block off a 3-column wide area with dead ends. You'd have to go north past it with two of the columns on the right side or the left side or whatever, or the left and right if you draft the cloister in the very center of the estate, the center column. But even if you draft a dead end, the dead end could be a not-real dead end like the secret passage. We can work with red rooms. We're mature, we can handle them, we can handle deaths. That's why we're here, right, Simon? We're handling deaths. Very edgy. I wonder what those other bonuses would have been, though. They're like 8 angels, so 8 different rooms. Okay, last thing for today. Special key? What would that even be? I guess we can try to get a sense of what this does. Yeah, it doesn't give us a 4-door room, it just gives us something with many doors, basically. And I guess the locker room counts. The dining room. That extends today, I guess. The day's never over, is it? We don't have the trophy room. We could actually go back underground. We could. Let's continue north first. We could actually maybe make it to the antechamber after we make it to the sanctum today. Today could be the actual real finale. We only have one more gem after this, so that might be our limiting factor. No conference room. Alright, let's see what we get. Alright, but that'll help immensely. Nothing that goes through. Gonna have to redraw. Damn, the one thing that goes through, 2 gem cost. Okay, one more redraw. Or we could just bite the bullet and get the experiment done again. But no. We always do this, don't we? And just to check, did I draft any architecture rooms for the dormitory ever since my last visit? I don't think so. No, wait, the pool counts. I should go into the dorm on the way back. Okay, yeah. Well, give me... I would have liked that. So just give me the... Well, this is the only thing that gives me something. Unless there's like a secret passage through here that I never found out about. I don't think there is, though. Why not? And I didn't check this before, but did anyone leave any notes? No new notes. I guess I should have just taken the bedroom for the experiment, but that's fine. Yeah, maybe we do go underground today. I want to check this thing. Wait, what? The paper crown is an item? The one in the room. The, security The exhibit, the closed exhibit. That's like an item we can have. It was kind of behind the thing, but I guess there's a way behind it after all? Why can't we just hop the velvet rope then? I guess that would be cheating. And of course there was the stopwatch and the prism key, I guess were the two items inside the lost and found. We can't do the stopwatch anymore though. That might have been good if we thought about it, but who cares. And the battery pack, also not important. None of this important. What does the paper crown do? Maybe it has some similar effect like the actual crown in room 46. Strangely, it seems like the paper crown might be harder to get. Although I guess you could have gotten the closed exhibit a lot earlier, if I actually got it from the safe that I opened up in several episodes ago. Whatever. Okay, so I have enough minutes, or steps rather, to go underground, deposit the sanctum key, but I wouldn't be able to go into the antechamber. I think while we have today, we might as well do the sanctum key. We don't just want to wait for the code check to come back. Even if we can't do the special thing in the antechamber. So I think this actually isn't going to be the finale. Oh yeah, let's get a few more steps back just in case. Here we go. We're just gonna wrap up all of the sanctum stuff, and then the finale episode, the real one, it's gonna be pretty easy breezy, I suppose. All we have to do is make it to room 46, which was a lot easier than any of this other stuff. We did it in 25 episodes, getting to room 46, and that was without all the upgrades. We're now past episode 75, which is more than twice the length, even counting how some episodes are longer than other episodes. More than twice the amount of episodes. We're past the ending of the game, basically. Oh right, I need the thing, the key. But I guess that makes sense for a game like this, right? You want all the secret stuff in the post-game to be very extensive. That's probably the target audience. People that love going after things like this. It's a paper crown, so we can't grab it with the magnet, I guess. But how can you... There's sort of like a door there, right? On the back side? Like the outline of a door. I noticed that before, but I just assumed it was like a... You know what? It's probably like a foundation situation, isn't it? Like you draft into the back and there's some special thing, despite it not showing anything there. Well, that's something to keep in mind, but I guess only if we have the time in the finale or something. Oh, and I guess that means we can put in something else here. The key card? No. I guess the electromagnet is still the most powerful thing that we have in our inventory. Like literally, it's a powered electromagnet. But also gameplay-wise, it's pretty good, even if we're not just going for the mechanarium. It's basically like a metal detector that you don't actually have to use. It just picks up everything without the annoying beeping. And we're about at the hour now, but we are going to finish off with this last place here, which I think is Nuance, but I don't think I have all of the things for it. Or no, it wasn't Nuance, it was... I confused it with Nuance last time. What was it actually? now the actual last store of 8. This one was, that's right, the sailing place, Morajai. Alright, let's get out the old notebook, and my photos of the Realms and Sigils book and all that junk. So let's see. In my notes, we have written down white, I think, for Morajai. And let's correlate that to the book with what border that is. There's the book, and there are the colors. White is the circles on the edge, the ones that aren't filled in. Wait, are these? No, these would be black, I think. It was this one, so that one is white, right? Yeah, that should be white. Okay. And that's all I really have in the notebook for Vera Shores, or no, for Morajai. Everything's all mixed up. And I'm actually gonna have to, like, look through the book in my photos. For moats, we have tribal, agricultural, martial, metropolitan, academic, industrial, spiritual, and poetic. I think these 8 moats, they weren't mutually exclusive. I'm pretty sure we saw something where 2 things were martial or industrial or something like that. I actually don't know what to put down for the moats this time. Where is my photo of the stamp? The stamp of Morajai. You should know this by now, of course. Like all of these extra hint things here. Every single one of these things, the rays and the weather and the color and the moats. I should know, but I don't know if I took pictures of all of it, or there might have even been some other hints that I never picked up. Or it could just be normal, that you don't have enough hints and you just solve it through logical reasoning and mutual exclusivity and all that. Where is that damn stamp in my photos? I think I had like a zoomed out view of it. Oh, there it is. It was turned on the side, this stupid photo. Oh no, the photo wasn't turned on the side. The stamp was turned on the side from Randolph's letter. Morajai has a bunch of birds flying around a boat, and the boat is just at sea. It doesn't really seem to indicate anything about anything. The white sea of... even with a magnifying glass, I can't quite read it. The white sea of yore, I think. But yeah, we know that means white. On the edge, we already knew that. Let's forget the moats for now. Maybe we'll brute force that one, as we have before. The other pages on the book are the rays and the core and... well, just the rays, I guess. We need to know which rays, like which shape. And yeah, the one going in 8 directions is naval capabilities. Has to be that one, so we're not changing this. But the weather... normal weather, foggy weather, heat, rainy, stormy, snow, and windy. I was trying to glean the weather from the stamp. I couldn't really see anything about the weather from the stamp, so maybe that just means it's actually normal weather, like these straight lines here. That would be kind of weird though, because it's already on the default for the weather and the ray configuration. But maybe that's normal? We could just end up changing the modes only. In fact, let's just try all of them. Oh wait. Which mode is that then? Looks like that's... Well, I was brute forcing it, but we also got it on the first try. I mean, brute forcing the only part I guess we didn't know. So yeah, the weather was actually indicated by the stamp. We knew white and we knew the naval capabilities, so we just had to cycle through the 4 modes here and... Let's see, this one is... What is this? That's agricultural, harvest and farming days, society and culture. I guess that makes sense. For like seafaring. Well, I guess they're harvesting and farming from the ocean, like fishing. That is still agriculture, I guess. Maybe. Well, okay then. Oh right, and these boxes are from Morajai. Collector's copy Morajai box, fun for the family. Morajai boxes were a popular fad in the early 30s. Did we? I think we've read this, but just in case. This might even be the very last box we find. Fad in the early 30s, among both the peerage and common crowds. These small mechanical puzzle boxes originated on the island Morajai. Wait, Morajai isn't an island, it's a continent or a country. Hang on. We know there's like an entire bay and everything. Well, whatever. I guess a continent is an island. As a children's game, but quickly gained popularity among seafarers, who valued the compact boxes as both lockbox and entertainment on long voyages. Yeah, the only island should have been Vera Shores, right? Pretty sure. Over time, the boxes spread from port to port and eventually found their way into the homes and hearts of every realm. A traditional Morajai box is distinguished by a lid featuring a 3x3 grid of white and grey tiles. Yeah, this is just the same as the first one that we read. Which I guess would have been from the master bedroom. But this is a fun bookend sort of thing. We're doing the same original box. Each white tile can be pressed like a button, which will change the color of that tile and the surrounding squares. The goal of each box is to find a way to make all 4 corner tiles into white squares. These simple rules evolved as the game spread across the world. Regional variations introduced new colors and mechanics, offering greater challenges and local flavor. Yeah, we've kind of forgotten the original flavor and just kind of got watered down by the local flavor. While the fad may have ended, Morajai boxes still make for a memorable gift for both collectors and puzzle enthusiasts. So yeah. Oh, but this one still has a special rule, so this one changes the colors around it still. And the yellow ones did what again? That would have been Arch Aries, which goes up. And only up, I guess. This one rotates around. Oops. So we can make that go up, like that. And now we're screwed. So what we want to do is have white in all 4 corners. Which means one of these grays has to become white, as usual. Let's just make 4 whites, I guess. There we go. And there. Easy. Our allowance is now at 99. I'm pretty sure that's not the maximum, but it feels like we hit the cap or something. But no, that can't be the cap because, well, there's a lot more use for coins than just 99 starting in the day. Like spending 400 on the blue tents, which I haven't forgotten. This might be the thumbnail, just in case. Oh, look at that, it is actually agriculture, like on the land. Okay, yeah. It's more than just boats, Morajai. There's an entire culture there. Okay. And speaking of culture, I guess they do like fun tower things. Neat. I like these little parts of the tower that just kind of hang off. It'd be fun having like a bedroom in one of those or something. And a sample of local flavor, I guess. And some kind of weird box thing. What is this even? It's not a paperweight. It's like a more advanced Morajai box. Probably not though. We can't interact with it, so I assume not. And yeah, even though we already solved the big map in the fireplace, I guess we might as well read this, just for the sake of completion, and it's technically lore. After a short sea voyage, we arrived on the main island of Morajai. Okay, it is an island. Weird. I have to look at the globe again. I'm pretty sure it's not just an island. It's like the bay and everything. Morajai last night in good spirits. The people here are belligerent in their politeness, and after spending a full day among the Jai-o-rail, I am just as afraid of eating another dish as I am of rejecting their offers. I may try to sneak away tomorrow and spend some time alone with my books, as I have noticed that each realm I have visited has one thing in common. They each have been short on solitude. It sounds like everywhere he went, he just found places that were worth traveling to, places that were worth being. And I get the feeling, the way that the people in Fen Ares are, they're probably very closed off from the rest of the world. Very, well, maybe with expansionist policies or something, they want to suppress other cultures or otherwise just promote their own. Maybe I'm projecting a bit, but it feels like with everything this game is pointing at towards with Fen Ares and their propaganda and everything, a lot of the theming about what we're seeing here with the message that Robert S. Sinclair wants to pass on to Simon and to the rest of the country, by extension, like the future of the world. I think he just wants the world to be as diverse and wide as it is, and more accepting, I guess. But maybe I'm reading a bit too much into it. I don't know. Okay. Do I want to do anything else today? You know, we still have the blessing of the monks, so I might as well find one room. Oh right, this thing. Yeah, I might as well find one room inside the house that we want to save for tomorrow. I think I still want to get that last upgrade disc, even if we're no longer needing it. And to do that, we would need the showroom and the... what's it called? The trading post. But actually, if we want to get the trading post, we can't actually do anything with an outer room, because we would have to get the trading post in the outer room, and we can't pocket anything with the monk. Well, I guess I could experiment. I could try... I still don't know if this counts, if we can stand in the outer room and call it a day, and that would count as our outer room, or our monk blessing. Because again, the text says, a room in your house. But let's try it. Let's try getting the trading post and trading that for... or standing in it for the blessing of the monk. It also just occurred to me that if we get the trading post, I could try to get these rare items inside the Lost and Found and trade those away. Even at this stage, I can't let go of Carpe Diem, can I? Well, there's the trading post, and even after redraw. 16 steps. The hallways don't count. 1 to get in front of the house, 2 to get into the hall. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16. That's already too much. Yeah, we can't do this today, so we can't really trade anything other than what we have on hand. I guess if I held on to the electromagnet, I could have tried. But then it'd be hard to get back to these rooms, I don't know. I guess all we're going to do today is actually try to see if we can, well, if anything here counts. Probably not. None of these are really rare. I guess the hall pass is rare. No, we can't trade this for the thing. Okay, then... Wait, the trading mask, or rather the sleeping mask. Enter a bedroom, okay. There are 2 right at the front. The day's never over. It's never over. This counts as 2 bedrooms, but we'd have to pass through the lost and found twice. But actually that's fine if we... Yeah, this is suddenly very workable. Alright, so here's the route. We don't have to talk about the route, we'll just take the route. I guess we technically have 3 rare items that we can trade and maybe get the upgrade disc. We already did enough today, but today is never over. Give me steps for free. Oh wait, that one's not the guest bedroom. So yeah, we go all the way to the very end. Our hall pass triggers right in that room. In those 2 rooms. I can dig these up and maybe get the turnip or something. No. We go all the way this way. It's a lot of steps, but in the end it should be... No, wait, this was... Well, we had to go this way for the lost and found anyway, and with the hall pass, this is worth it. It's only 5 steps per bedroom, but it'll only take, technically, with our hall pass, 4 steps, so I guess we only gain 1. Not really that much, but still. The one thing we want to hold on to here is the sleeping mask. We're actually pretty low on steps, so... God damn it. Well, there's no point in going to the bunk room now. We don't have to worry about this. Actually, can I even trade away this? We'll just run our asses all the way over there and see if we can trade this away. It's a race against the clock. Oh right, we're not losing our steps right now. Crap, I should have gone for the electromagnet. Can I still do that? Damn. Sunk cost. I may have screwed up right at the very end. Yeah, I forgot this thing doesn't cost any steps. The one thing we can try is to trade this away while it's still in our inventory, technically. Here, take my stopwatch. I guess. Yeah, we didn't get it. I should have gotten the magnet. I can't believe this. Well, we're not making it there now. Unless we somehow get the sleeping mask again. No, wait, that wouldn't even matter. Oops, well. I could have ran all the way there. It wasn't even that far if I realized I wasn't losing my steps. Well, them's the breaks. We'll call it a day here. There were a couple of slip-ups today, in this Scarlet House of Cogs. One of the slip-ups was not making it to the antechamber even though we, somehow, managed to get enough steps back to actually make this the finale. But we did enough today. We got one upgrade disc and more importantly the Sanctum key. Victory is all but assured. There's no way we're not getting to room 46 tomorrow. So that means next time, next episode, it's going to be the finale episode. Oh wait. I hit save and continue. Damn. Oh, that's fine. We'll just pick up the next episode right here. Is what I would say. I was about to say let's call it a break, or now would be a good time to take a break. Maybe I make this day really quick and just try to get that last upgrade disc one more time. Close off all of the loose ends or whatever before the actual finale. Just because I hit save and continue instead of save and quit. And there is still no, for some reason, no option to save and quit from the pause menu or whatever without actually calling it a day. It's always carpe diem with me. And I say I'm gonna make this quick. This episode's gone on long enough already. We just need the showroom, basically. A secret passage would be our ace in the hole. We'll go quick today. Basic strategies for getting resources and then going forward. Up until we get the showroom. That is also a rare item, sure. Oh, was there something there? Can't grab it through the wall here, though. We do actually have to solve this. Real quick. Oh, what is this? I've never seen this before. Great. I was meant to go quick. It seems to be like a thin addition. Well, we know from the final exam that other than squaring and flipping, there is also the special thing for rounding, but this doesn't seem to be rounding. What can this possibly be it's trying to teach me? If it's not 12, it has to do something with 12. It's the addition step, but it's also something else. It's not going to be 21, it's 1 plus 2. We add these two together? No. This is new territory. What about the 2? Nope, not that. We're just going to brute force it, and eventually we'll learn. It was 4 somehow. Why? 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 I don't understand that. This is a 4? 1 plus 2 equals 3. It's not adding these two digits together. 12 into 4. 12 divides into 4, but where would that 3 come from? I can't believe this. We're supposed to go quick today. Come on. I can't just brute force this, I have to learn. But if I manage to guess whatever the next answer is, then I guess I could use that for learning. There's no penalty for brute forcing other than wasted time. Oh, it was 10. Why is this 10? You start with 20, you subtract 20 and 10 for negative 10? Oh wait, I see now, okay. That's where 3 comes from. This is a third because it's 1/3 of the pizza slice, I guess, of 12. So you third on the addition step. Oh, right, yeah, that's a third of 12 is 4. So we start with 20, and then I guess we minus 20 and minus 10. No, that doesn't make sense. That'd be negative 10 and a third of negative 10. Can't be a negative number, so we have to do the thirding, not on the result, but on the operand, or whatever. So that's minus 3, 17. Nope, it's not. Right, it was 10. What was I thinking? We already knew this. But how is it 10? That's 20. This is doing a third, right? So... Oh, right, a third of... a third of negative 30 is 10, obviously, so it's minus 10. Right. 20 minus 10 is 10. Okay, so third of 15 is 5, plus a third of 15 is 5 again, 10. Okay. We're still in a hurry today, honestly. I have no time for puzzles. We're just getting that upgrade disk and leaving. That would end today. This is also not great. Fine. No, wait. You would just have one door, and that would be even worse. This one. Things go by a lot faster when we don't have to pick things up. Still have to pick this up. We don't need the boiler, but the boiler can be predictable. What we really want is a showroom. Do we really want to increase our chances of something other than the showroom? That would just make the showroom less likely, I guess. Quickly now, please. You know, we're probably gonna get the utility closet pretty soon, considering we have the magnet. Mechanarium now? I don't think so. Oh, but we have to choose. Fine, mechanarium. What is that? 3 rooms, 3 doors? One of them not the workshop, so that would be all 4 directions with no items. I know how this works now. And by the way, I might as well do the experiment. If it's the 40-second thing, then we can consider that part of our quick day. Anyone here? Someone's here, damn. They're doing everything in their power to slow me down. Monday, January 10th, 1994. A few nights ago, I saw Florealis in the sky, which is incredibly auspicious since tomorrow marks the beginning of Morajai's winter harvest, and the celebration of the 3rd paragon, Rinna. Sorry, Rinna, we didn't choose your cloister. The farmers of Morajai always refer to the angels by their natural order, a preference Herbert adopted in his final years after his trip there. Well, gee, this information about the farmers would have been very helpful. We got it eventually. I mean, we kinda guessed it, but that would have been like the last hint we needed. Okay. Give me the lab. I guess we're probably just gonna get the lab anyway with the electromagnet, aren't we? Whatever. We're not waiting for the lab. More dice for re-rolling? Sure. Yeah, I guess we need gold for the showroom if we do that, so actually this one. And we'll do bedrooms. I was about to do the crazy archive strategy, because I want to go fast. Not a good idea, though. I keep on saying I want to go fast, but I'm not really going fast, am I? We're actually kind of in trouble in terms of keys. Damn, well there's the archives. I don't like this. I don't really like this at all. I could have done the archives. I could still do the archives. Already did the experiment. Just put down a tunnel for us. Maybe it'll become a special... Damn. The secret passage. Oh, we can't open those. But we can backdoor entry into one, I guess. And actually... Hang on, does this work? It does work. Unfortunately, there were no keys behind these doors, so this strategy didn't work out. I was hoping to pick up the keys to unlock the doors. Weirdly enough. Oh wait, we still got one item room. I guess I don't know how this works. Did we have... We only have 3 doors, so... Oh, I guess it spawned in 3 doors. So this whole time, did I only need 7 mechanical rooms, including the mechanarium? Or wait, did the den count as a free door because we already drafted there? So the 3 doors that it spawned in were... No, that doesn't make sense either. It had to be... No, that's right, it was 4 doors, because of these 4. Didn't even realize. That's just gonna be our way in. But we're not trying to get there today, we just want the damn upgrade disc. Which means the damn showroom. Which might not even happen today if we don't have a key. Okay, well, that was fast. None of these have a chance of getting us the key. And it's over. What a waste of a day. I guess that's fine though, I just meant to end the episode and we just ended up going this way. There might be randomly like a key in the boudoir or something. But there wasn't. I don't even have to pick this stuff up. Okay then, so... let's just go end the day in the trading post again, and we'll try the same thing again tomorrow. And yeah, we're definitely making the actual tomorrow, because I'm gonna hit save and quit this time, the finale. And we're still gonna try to go for the upgrade disc like we did today. But we'll actually make it to room 46 that time, and I keep on saying room 46 is free, but apparently I can still run into the same problems we have been throughout the entire game. The main problem being locked doors. Oh, we gotta check in the magnet. Or wait. Right, we picked up the magnet, thinking we could trade it away, maybe. Is this good enough for the upgrade disc? No, it's not. Then you can't have it. Well, we learned one thing today. We learned the magnet can't be traded for the disc. So the thing that I wanted to trade yesterday, or the strategy yesterday, my little hiccup of not picking up the magnet with our watch, was actually not a bad thing because we couldn't have traded it away anyway. Okay. Then today wasn't a waste in the end. We learned something. I guess. And actually I'm not too sure if we actually pocketed the trading post with the blessing of the monk. It might have just spawned in randomly as part of the normal 3 that you draw. I guess tomorrow will be something we can use as another correlation point. If we actually draw it again tomorrow. So, for real this time. With a cozy cottage. Tomorrow is the day we get to room 46, after having unlocked all 8 realm sigils, and we finally find out what's behind that fireplace. I hope anyway. Now would be a good time to take a break.